Choosing a gun stock for VR shooters really depends on what type of experience you're looking for, whether you're wanting a more realistic simulation, or if you're looking to gain a competitive advantage for online multiplayer is going to heavily influence which stock is best for you. Real quick, a couple of shameless plugs. I've placed links to the different stocks I'm going to be talking about in this video in the video description, where you can check them out and purchase one of your own if you should decide to do so. Also, I've placed links in the description and in the cards to the individual reviews of each stock in this video, if you'd like a more in-depth look at any one of, or all of them. Until recently, there have really only been two types of stocks to choose from. There's what I call the top rail designs, like my Kobra Elite here, and the bottom rail designs, like this Kobra CQB. There is a third design type, which only recently made its debut, but we'll get to that in a moment. The top rail designs are great for simulating the feel of a real rifle and can give the most immersive VR experience, in my opinion. One of the big problems with the top rail design, though, is the stock itself can block the infrared tracking lights on your controllers at times, making it impossible to aim in certain situations. So to fix this problem, stock designers came up with what I refer to as the bottom rail designs, like this, which leave the tracking rings on your controllers fully visible, eliminating the tracking problem found on many top rail mounted stocks. The downside of the bottom rail designs, though, is they don't have the top weighted center of mass of a real gun. So they mess with your level of immersion a little bit, and I found I often clunk my controller into the stock when pulling out and slapping in magazines, which isn't a deal breaker by any means, but is kind of annoying. Many gun stocks out there, both top and bottom rail designs, rely on a friction fit cup of some kind or a magnetic dock to attach your controllers to the stock. And while these methods do work well, they have an inherent problem you run into whenever you pick up or let go of your rifle. I've found disconnecting is easy enough, but the times when you're wanting to pick your rifle back up again often result in you fumbling around blindly for several seconds, trying to clip back in. While this isn't a big deal when nothing is going on, when you're in an intense multiplayer match, you don't have time to be fumbling around. This led to this front grip cup feature that I believe was pioneered by Falendorn and Kobra VR, where all you have to do is reach up and grab it and the cup presses the grip button on the controller for you, which then makes your VR hand grasp the front stock of your VR rifle. Falendorn then took this a step further on the CQB, making grips like this for both your front and rear hands, which greatly improves the mechanic of reloading and makes cycling bolts on sniper rifles immensely enjoyable. While this design is much quicker than magnetic or other connections, the issue of finding your gun stock while blind in your VR headset still remains, and that's where the new third type of gun stock comes in. If you follow my channel, you'll have seen this stock already. It's called the Kobra Wolverine. And to my knowledge, it is the only VR gun stock out there of this design type. This is what I call the fixed stock design, because your dominant hand controller is firmly secured to the stock. While using it, the stock never leaves your hands. It's designed to be small and lightweight, so it can easily be wielded one-handed, allowing you the freedom to use your sidearm or grenades or other equipment in-game without ever having to worry about clipping in and out of a stock. It's also a top rail design, so you can get a more realistic top-weighted center of mass, making it feel and behave more like a real gun when compared to the bottom rail style of stocks. With the controller being semi-permanently attached to the stock, this allows the main strut of the stock to pass through the controller's tracking ring, providing perfect tracking, just like you get with the bottom rail designs. The downside to this style of stock is its compact, lightweight design prevent it from being as adjustable as other stocks, like my Kobra Elite and CQB. Both of these stocks are highly adjustable and can be set to very accurately simulate pretty much any rifle in any game. I should mention that the version of the Elite I have here is no longer available for sale. Kobra VR does have a new, improved version, though, that is going to be available soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Both the Elite and CQB can easily adjust the length of the shoulder stock, as well as adjust the length of the barrel of the rifle and the cheek rest, so that what you see in VR and what you feel in your hands all line up perfectly, making for a very immersive experience. Now that I've gone over the strengths and weaknesses of each of the different types of gun stocks Kobra VR makes, here's my recommendations. These are just my opinions, so take them for what you will. If you're looking for realism and wanting a stock that feels and behaves like a real rifle and is capable of accurately simulating a wide variety of guns, from SMGs to sniper rifles and everything in between, the Kobra Elite is the stock I would go with. On the flip side, if you're big into online multiplayer and looking for a stock that has perfect tracking, offers the stability and accuracy a physical gun stock provides, and allows you to switch to your sidearm and other equipment like grenades with the speed that up until now was only possible when not using a gun stock, then the Wolverine is your boy, bub. And if you're looking for the best of both worlds and want the ability to adjust your stock to accurately simulate most any rifle in most any game, have 100% perfect tracking, and have improved speed when grasping and releasing the stock when compared to using magnetic and friction fit controller attachment methods, the Kobra CQB is an absolute beast and a fantastic choice.